Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio. Today I'm playing with some dried flowers. I went to put some plants to dry in my big dictionary and realized I had tons of dried plants in there, pressed flowers and whatnot. So I thought I would just take a few of them and kind of explore ways to preserve them. They've been in there a long time and turning to dust. So the first one I'm going to do is a tissue technique that I saw on somebody's channel on YouTube. Thought I'd give it a try. I'm not really happy with the results. I was hoping it would be more transparent than it is, but I'm just going to take a few sprigs of plants. I do quite a few of these, but I only show the process for one. So I'm just kind of making an arrangement, and then I'm gonna, in fact, this one that I filmed ended up getting destroyed. You need to be very careful when working with tissue paper, and I didn't wait for it to be dry well enough before peeling it off. So the white piece of paper you see in the background is actually a paint palette pad, so it's slick, and I just let it dry on there, and then I can peel it off when it's all dry. So yeah, I worked this one too hard. You don't see me do it, but after the camera was off, I guess, because it's not on film. I get a little too rough and tear it a bit. And maybe it was peeling it off when it was wet. I can't remember now. But I give it a really good coat of matte medium. That's just a little bottle of decoupage medium. Anyways, it ends up looking too whitish. So here they are. You can see I'm peeling them off of that palette carefully. I waited overnight this time to make sure they dried. And they're a little see-through, but not as much as I wanted them to be. And maybe a different kind of medium would have worked. And this tissue paper, I'm not sure where I got it. It was a little wrinkly, so it might have even been in a gift. I don't know. So I'm just cutting them out, just because. Getting rid of all the scraps. So after I did this one, I decided to try another technique with some more dried plants, pressed flowers, pressed leaves, and that was this one. So what I did was I put the plants down and then put matte medium directly on top of them. They weren't quite dry yet, so I just set them back aside. I'll bring them back so you can see them in the end. And then I decide, I have these what is it called? Laminating pouches. My gosh, I couldn't remember. And I thought it would be kind of fun to create like some bookmarks or something. They all end up their own individual size because I was not very organized with doing this. But I'm just kind of putting some colored paper, maybe a little stamped tissue paper, and then some of the dried flowers. Just trying to arrange them in a column so that when I cut them out, they will be bookmark shape. And they kind of shift on me. So I decided my paperweight would be my soda can. There we go. To hold it down so that they don't shift while I put the next one in. And that is stamped tissue paper. I just had some that already had stamps on it. And I'm just adding plants and colored paper and bits of jelly printed paper. Yeah, so I've got my laminator sitting there warming up so that when I'm ready to do this. And then I should have stuck it on something I could lift it because I didn't want anything to move. And then I stick this in here and I speed up the film a little bit. Yeah, that is like 4 times speed. That's how slow it goes through that laminator. Or maybe it's 8 times. I don't know. I sped it up quite a bit. And I do send it through twice just to make sure it's good and sealed. I probably didn't need it, but I did it anyway. And when it went through the second time, it got a little bit warped, so I just set it down while it was still warm and then pushed on it so it would cool flat. There we go. And I'll trim those out. And I decided to do the same thing with just some of the leaves and things just by themselves. Put them through the laminator. Because why not, right? And I did that one twice. First time I went through, I got a little ding on the corner where that leaf is, so I'm trying to hold it and hope that it will flatten out when it goes through the second time. There we go. You can still see the little bit of a crease there, but not too bad. Alright, so I did that, and now I decided I would do some more bookmarks. This time I used some jelly printed papers, and I stuck the plants on there beforehand with just a little dab of glue to hold them into place, and just a few other with stickers. And we're going to laminate that. I know, it's kind of fun to play with the laminator. I don't use it very often. Alright, so now I have all those and everything that I've created so far. That's all the ones I did with tissue, and then those look about dry, so I go to peel it off and realize it's still wet underneath. So I just stick it back down, I think. Yeah. So set that aside again. Yeah, that one takes a long time to dry. But I think it's my favorite, really, because it would collage onto something really great. So I try using my hole punch. It does not want to go through the laminating paper, plastic. So that'd be fun to punch them in circles, but instead I will cut that one in a circle. And the rest of them I just cut squares, rectangles. They could become bookmarks or tags or little additions to whatever. I have no idea what I'm going to use them for, but they were fun to make. Tried the corner rounder, same as the whole circle punch. Doesn't work all that great. Alright, so there are all those. kind of fun. And then bringing those back out again, I guess. You know, when you're filming, you don't remember what you've shown and what you haven't shown. So there's those 4 bookmarks. And then the jelly print paper bookmarks. Got 5 of those in there. Yeah, I like that quote. No pressure, no diamond. Alright, so there we have it. I think now, okay. So now I'm going to peel this off and hopefully it's dry on both sides. I think what I did after that is I put some matte medium on the back side just so it was like extra on both sides. Just to make sure it was sealed. This one's a little harder to get off. And I did several coats to try and make it be thicker, and still the edges are super thin. Digging away at the edges there. There we go. See, that one's completely transparent. See-through. In fact, I pull out I have this little master board I pull out to show you. See, you could stick it on something and it would look really good on there. And that be it. So I've got a few pictures of close-ups of some of them. I hope you like that. If you have some dried plants, maybe you want to create bookmarks or something out of them. Hope it gives you some ideas. And as always, thank you all for watching. Have a great day.